So I've been getting screwed over by my favorite delivery service yet again, UPS. I fucking hate UPS. Okay, I'm going on the defensive right now, completely irrationally. So, if you guys remember last year, I was having a bit of trouble with UPS when I got my cloud from Bring Arts. They just wouldn't deliver it to me, and they kept like holding on to it. So I was like, okay, whatever. Dealt with that before. I recently placed an order on Lego.com for a big ass Ninjago dragon. Why? Don't question it. I wanted a big dragon. Okay, sue me. Anywho, so I placed the order. All things fine and good, and then I get an email saying your delivery address has been changed. It's going to a pickup office, and I'm like, well, that's weird. I didn't fucking change it at all. So that's cool, I guess. But I can understand it. It's going to be a really big box. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Maybe they don't want to bring it to the door. I mean, they've probably done it before, but whatever. I'll accept it. So a few days go by, and it was supposed to be delivered on Tuesday. So it was supposed to be at the post office on Tuesday. On Tuesday night, they close at 6. So on Tuesday night, I drive up with my mom, and I get out. I go in there. And so for context, it's a gas station. They have like one shelf that they open up and here's your package. That's it. So it's just UPS guys putting packages in a gas station, right? So there's this guy here. They call it an access point. I assume it's just because it's easier to go from like the warehouse to the I don't know. But so I get there and I'm like, hey, do you have a package for Braden? And he's like, I'll go check. So he looks baked out his mind, by the way. He's like, yeah. So he gets up, walks over, looks in there. I already knew it wasn't in there because it's a huge box, and he was like, no, we don't have it. And I was like, okay, cool. So I assumed maybe it was getting delivered that night or something, and I would go pick it up the next day. I give it another day just because I couldn't go out on the next day. So last night, we went out again to try it out again. Like, okay, let's give it another shot. Same shit happens. When you go to UPS app, they don't tell you where it is. They don't give you any location. When I go to track the address, like it says, track where your package is. I click it. It's saying fucking somewhere in Los Angeles. It's not in Los Angeles. It's here. I don't know why the address is taking it to Los Angeles. I don't know what's happening with this package. So I'm going to go again this week. I don't even know if they're open this weekend. I'm going to go on the weekend. Maybe it's open. Maybe it's fucking not. Maybe, and they give you 5 days for this stupid package. And then I assume they throw it into the ether. Canada Post at least holds it for like 15 days.
To the sender, my guy. They don't.
I hope they send it to me. I live near LA, so I mean, it would...
Yeah, you're pretty close to LA. You're like right there. But, yeah, they probably do return it to sender, but who knows? Maybe they just fucking stomp the shit out of it and end it. But either way, not been happy with their customer service. I've tried to call them, and they just don't want to talk to you. They do not want to speak to you. They're like, here, take the robot. I don't want to talk to you. Robot doesn't fucking help shit. A robot's a stupid robot. It doesn't understand. So, yeah, if I have any option to avoid UPS from now until the rest of time, I will take it because I fucking hate UPS. DHL, those guys are goated. Hell, even Amazon. I could have gotten this package on Amazon. It could have been on my door in 2 days, no problems. But I had to go with Lego.com. I had to do this, so it's my fault, I guess. But you'd think a delivery company would deliver your fucking package? I don't know. That's my rant.
Really, this is karma for you, a grown-ass man, buying an Ninjago set in 2024.
You know what? There are worse people. There are people who do so much. I watched this video of this guy who's like, I spent $1,400 on the new Ninjago Wave. And I'm like, that's not...
Probably his job, though, is buying shit and making videos about it.
Yeah, but he's a grown-ass man, Tyler.
Just saying. It's different.
Whatever. Fuck UPS. Jimmy UPS. Jimmy Ips. I know you're watching this video. Fuck you.
looking at the situation by itself, right? Brayden ordered package. He should have gotten package, but hasn't gotten package. Now it's not. We're leaving the contents out of the situation here. All right. He should have gotten it instead of going
Bare
to the
minimum.
station
You
and
think I get my package that I ordered?
Yeah,
It's not hard. Put it on the doorstep. Leave it there.
I admire.
I don't care if it's the size of a fucking Bugatti. I don't care how big it is. Leave it on the doorstep.
I admire another man that just wants his toy in the fucking mail. So
I didn't get porch pirated, thank God.
This is just another installment in the saga of Brayden irrationally hating and threatening violence upon postal workers.
You would be pissed if you were in my situation. You would be really mad.
Look, there was a couple times, like you mentioned.
I've seen you get mad when an Amazon package has been delayed.
I've seen you buy an Ninjago Dragon. That's the difference.
He doesn't really want to fucking eat.
I don't want to jinx it, but I've rarely had any issue with getting my packages from whatever company it was. The only one I hate getting packages from a provider is DHL, which I know Brayden just mentioned.
Really? That's shock. Well, you do live in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, but do you see how I get packages? Like that shouldn't matter. I still get packages so efficiently still. It's crazy.
I've had nothing but good experiences with DHL.
It's going through Pulse. It's through Hasbro Pulse. Of when I order, it's through them, and I'm like,
whoa, weird. I
know.
I get FedEx through.
No, I usually don't. It takes about 2 weeks at least. Actually, yeah, at least when that package is sent out and it comes in. So I'm like, well, I made a Pulse order. I'll know I'll get it 2 weeks from now. That's why I remember when I got the Daredevil and Hydro Man 2-pack, I got it within a week after ordering it. And I was so shocked because I was like, wow, how the fuck was this possible? So
yeah, it's like when I ordered all those things for their flash sale when I got the 3-pack, the Spider-Man 3-pack, I got it in like 3 days. Like it was like instantly. I was like, holy shit. They clearly just had it on the island somewhere. They're like, here. Great video where a guy is like dropping off a FedEx or like an Amazon package, and he like throws the package as hard as he can into the ground, and he leaves the car in reverse, so it backs up into the lady's house. And she's like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, oh, sorry. So he goes to like fix the situation. He goes to put the car in park. He doesn't. He puts it in drive. It goes forward and rams into the front neighbor's house. And she's like, "You're out of your fucking mind." It's a great video. I'll see if I can find it for you guys. It's awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the All Things Geek podcast. My name is Tyler, joined by the man whose name starts with a B.
Brayden Renzolian.
And the man whose name starts with an
A. Aiden Kierman.
And we have a bit of a lighter week this week.
Oh yeah.
Just some small.
I don't think I have shit to talk about on this one.
You really? Not really.
I'm gonna be a spectator here.
Ty was like, "We have something to talk about at the end that we can all talk about." And I was like, "Kinda, not really though."
I mean, I think Aiden will be able to provide his thoughts and opinions on it.
True.
So,
we'll see.
First things first, boys. I've sinned.
What?
I bought an SH Figure Arts MCU figure.
A jar figure.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
I've never thought about getting an SH Figure Arts MCU figure before because they've always looked kind of like weird.
Yeah.
But Oscar, what are you doing? But I was rewatching Black Widow the other day, and I haven't had a Natasha Black Widow on my shelf for like over a year and a half at this point. So I was like, you know what? Let me look at watch a review for the Black Widow movie figure art, see how it looks, and it looked pretty good. Head's not great. She had like a weird black mole on her. You can't see it, but she had like a black mole like right here. And then this hairpiece is just it's gone now. It just pops off super fucking easy. So not great, but I'm waiting for a Marvel Legends head anyway that I like the look of better to put onto this. And then I'll have a cool Black Widow. But yeah, the figure's really good. The articulation's great. It's better than the Marvel Legends. So
Yeah.
interesting experience.
I got I have the Deadpool from Deadpool 2. I don't know what it's from. I think it's from Deadpool 1.
Deadpool 2.
Oh, Deadpool 2. Okay. Yeah, I have the Deadpool from Deadpool 2, and then I have the 2099. That's all I have. I usually don't mess with SH Figure Arts Marvel, but maybe now that I'm not collecting Marvel Legends, I might get into. Not really. I don't really feel a passionate need to go back and get a lot of them, especially since a lot of them are pretty hit or miss too. A lot of those likenesses are just not very good. But
yeah, I mean, I think the best bet would be, maybe a Figure Arts figure if it looks good, and then a Legends head.
Yeah.
Very few and far between.
Yeah, and Legends heads are going to run cheaper anyways, so that's nice.
Like I was looking at the Figure Arts John Walker again, and that whole thing head to toe is just ass. It's so bad.
Really?
Wait. Oh, the SH Figure. I'm surprised you don't have an SH Figure Arts John Walker,
No,
even though he's bad.
That thing is embarrassing.
I'm just surprised you don't have him just because you're the John Walker guy.
That doesn't mean I'm gonna buy shitty quality items.
Oh man,
but
Big fan.
Fake fan.
Yeah, okay.
It's not like he has 10.
11 other John Walkers.
You need 11 SH Figure Arts and then 11 Marvel
You
Legends.
need to have them all.
You do.
Moving on, we got some One Piece news.
We do. So how did you organize this? Let me see. There's an ant on my phone. Get away, please.
Ant on my phone. It's Ant-Man.
There's an ant
Oh, we lost him.
on my phone.
Jesus
Gadzooks.
Christ.
There's an ant on my phone. Yeah, you guys cut out, so I was just waiting for you to come back.
You froze and then you went.
I can't wait to see that. Okay. Yes, this is regarding season 2 of the Netflix One Piece. I'm very excited about this. We've gotten some we've got some casting announcements. We've got just a general update from Oda himself. They're doing the same thing that they were doing with season 1, where they said they ain't releasing it until he's satisfied. That's fucking awesome to hear. They even sounds like they kind of like bicker sometimes on certain decisions, but ultimately I'm glad
Oda was even saying like he there's no reason he should have as much power on set as he's having.
Yeah.
But they're like they respect him and his decisions that much.
It really goes to show how much the team actually cares and how much Netflix. Oh, I assume Netflix is like, hey, it's successful. We're not going to cancel it after one season. So, keep her going. Keep that momentum going. I want to clear something up. I'm not sure if we've actually talked about this before on the podcast. I feel like we have. There was a rumor going back a while that they were filming season 2 and 3 back to back. Apparently, that was just a rumor. That actually hasn't been confirmed yet. I hope it is because I think it's the best way to do a show like this. But we found out recently that was just a rumor. So wanted to clear that up really quickly. Other season 2 news is that they're covering Logtown, Whiskey Peak, Little Garden, and Drum Island. That is about, I think, 40 episodes of the anime. So they're putting it all into one season. I was kind of surprised they didn't want to do Alabasta, but at the same time, it means they're pulling us out a little bit farther than I would have expected them to instead of scrunching it all together. I like it, though. I'm okay with it. It's going to be a really fun season. There's some crazy shit in this season, too. There's, like, giants, and you're gonna get some wacky stuff. Yeah, and Chopper, obviously, he's going to be kind of pretty wacky. That's great. Really hyped about that. And for the casting announcements here, we've got some really, really interesting ones. I'll go ahead and share them here real quick. So first and foremost, you guys can see the message there. And then we gotten 4 casting announcements over the last 3 days, I believe. So first up is Katie Seagal as Dr. Kureha. I was pretty bummed about Jamie Lee not being in this show, but honestly, this is a fucking perfect pick. Like I just immediately clicked in my brain. I was like, oh my god. Like I've seen her. She's in Sons of Anarchy, which my parents fucking love. So she's fantastic in that, and this is like this character is kind of made for her. So I was like, like perfect. That's awesome. This next casting is just funny. Like, it's just genuinely like really funny. They picked a guy who has almost an exact same name as the character, which I guarantee it's Mark Herlick. I don't assume it's Herlick, but if it is Herlick, because the character's name is Dr. Herlick, that would be the funniest shit ever.
That's definitely Herlick.
It is a bizarre coincidence, but you know what? I'm sure the casting agent was literally just like, had a list and was like, yeah, let's pick that guy. He can pull it off. It's really funny. But hey, I mean, he looks the part from what I can see. We've only got like one photo. I guess I could look up more photos of the actor. But next up is, I don't even want to say this guy's name because I'm going to butcher it horrendously. Gio! He's dropping bottles. He's popping pillies just like a rock star. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry. All right. I'm back.
First name is Send Hill.
Okay.
But
We're being careful about this.
but he's playing Nefertari Cobra.
Yes, Sendhill R is playing Nefertari Cobra, aka Vivi's dad. Now, originally I looked at this photo and went, oh, he's way too young to be playing this character. That guy's fucking 50 years old. Cobra is 48 pre-time skip.
That guy's
so
50?
That is
Sendhill is 50?
Yeah,
Damn.
He is 50 years old. That's why I looked him up. I was like, holy shit.
He doesn't look a day over 20.
He looks like late 30s at best. Or no, at worst. Damn. Sorry. He looks late 30s at worst. Like that
skin routine. He's
no, it's insane. Hey, I like it. Guy. I dig it. I've already started to see some nasty comments. Not going to address those. We're going to leave those out of here. And that continues with the next piece of casting, where we get I also don't want to say this name because I don't want to butcher it.
Charithra Chandran.
Thank you. She's playing Miss Wednesday. I like that they're calling her Miss Wednesday. They're not straight up going like, yeah, this is her. Very important character.
I have one big issue with this casting. She's not an Emily Rudd clone with blue hair.
That would have been funny. That would have been funnier if she is just the exact same actress with blue hair.
Every woman in this show should be Emily Rudd.
I kind of like that they're not that they are adding more variety and different, and people are already mad about the ethnicities and stuff like that, but here's the thing you gotta understand, it's not real. Like they're making a show based off of a cartoon, so characters can look like whatever the fuck they want.
What?
So yeah, like people are really upset when Nami's sister was cast as an African American woman, and that was fucking stupid. She's adopted. She's not blood related. It has nothing. Like, who cares? Who fucking cares?
And look,
at the end of the day, yeah.
It was a manga from Japan. Everybody was white and or Asian in the manga.
Yeah.
Pretty much, so.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. So getting some variety, getting some diversity out there is really nice. I can already see her fitting the part. I can kind of see it. So whatever. I'm really happy about the casting so far. I think this season's going to be a banger. I don't want to wait. I'm just really, I want to see. I know we're not even anywhere close to a trailer, but goddamn, I'm just so excited.
Just wait until the time skip in the live action show when they paint Usopp's actor white, okay?
Oh God. He just has like white paint on his skin.
He's just got white face.
I think, that would be very not taken very well.
Nope, but it would be accurate.
It would be. All right, a little bit more One Piece news to talk about with you guys. Sorry, I will make it quick. So actually, it turns out I didn't skip a chapter and I'm not catching up. This is actually the chapter that came out this week. I'm not talking about the old man chapter. I don't give a piss. Basically, all I missed from last week was that Vegapunk had a plan and he knew he was going to die, so he erased all the Vegapunk's memories so that no one knew that there was going to be a traitor. It's convoluted. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Sanji knew it, but he told Sanji this in confidence, and Sanji's like, cool. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. But this week's chapter is I think it's a much better chapter. I think it's a much more wholesome chapter. It's got some things in it I really, really like. So first and foremost, oh, I don't know what the fuck just happened. I opened Discord. Oops. Oopsie. Okay.
Wrong tab.
Wrong tab. Didn't mean to open that. Oh, didn't mean to open
Wrong
that.
tab.
So one of my favorite things about this chapter is that we get to see the admirals and the Kizaru, the light admiral, who's been a pretty major part of this arc, is actually pretty upset that he had to kill Vegapunk because he was apparently good friends with him. So he's normally really chill. He doesn't care about anything, but in this chapter, he fucking snaps and loses it on his boss. And interestingly enough, this kind of caught me off guard. The fleet admiral, who's the one in charge, is usually this pissed off lava guy who's always fucking like grimacing every time we see him. Every frame is him fucking pissed. He says, like, Kizaru loses his shit. He's like, have you ever killed your best friend before? And he's just losing his mind. And Akainu, the fleet admiral, says, like, I'm sorry, brother. And a fucking cop, I was like, what? Like, he's apologizing? He doesn't apologize for shit. He fucking killed one of his own men because he wasn't willing to participate in a war. Like, it... Also, I don't know if they are taking brother literally or if he's just saying, like, brother, you know, like, that could be a thing. It's a very interesting piece of dialogue. It might not even be the characters speaking. They're cutting to, like, a wide frame of the island, so I don't know who's supposed to be speaking. It's really interesting. That was kind of interesting. Luffy's also beating himself up a lot in this chapter about letting Vegapunk die, which is really... We don't usually see Luffy like that, so it's weird to see him, like, really depressed about something. But then Lilith, the last remaining Vegapunk on the team, is like, hey, it's fine, because I've got all the memories of the other Vegapunks, and I'm basically him, so we're cool, he didn't die. And Luffy's like, fuck yeah, let's party, we're going to Elbaf! Yeah! Like, they have a party at the very end. The last panel of the chapter is everyone having a goddamn drink with the giants. It's wholesome as hell. And then they pull up to Elbaf Island. They're finally there. And there's a mysterious shadow silhouette character, which Oda does this a lot because he doesn't want to confirm who it is yet because he probably hasn't figured out their design yet. The character is sitting there going, come on then, which is a very weird thing to say, but okay. I get what they're going for. Probably going to be one of Roger's old crewmates. Who knows? We'll find out soon. But they're going to Elbaf. It's exciting. We're done with this shit. Finally. Cool. Good to hear it. Cool. And that's it for One Piece this week, ladies and gentlemen.
Right. One Piece is wrapped up.
Great goddamn chapter.
It's all done. There's no more.
One Piece is over. They found it.
Yeah.
Woo!
Let's jump into this fucking banger, dude.
Fucking JJK. So last week, chapter 266 came out. I didn't want to talk about it because I didn't fully understand it. So basically, it was the restarting of Yuji versus Sukuna. Sukuna is talking about, like, oh, if I can keep the hand sign together for the hollow wicker basket, then his fucking sure hit effect can't hurt me, and then I'll be perfectly fine, and it's fine because I have 4 arms.
He's yapping.
Yeah, he's always yapping. And then Yuji is beating the shit out of him, and then basically they fight, and then Yuji's, like, gauntlet gets destroyed, and it's revealed that he's missing 2 fingies. One finger was the one that was fed to Megumi to put Sukuna in Megumi. The other one, apparently, is revealed this chapter that Yuta ate to get a one-time use of Sukuna's technique. And so it's revealed that Yuta didn't actually eat Sukuna's last finger. Sukuna's last finger is somewhere else. And then, shocker, Nobara comes back over, like, 100 chapters later, several years.
Yeah. She's been gone for a while.
Yeah. She comes back.
I have to admit, it was kind of fucking hype.
Yeah, it was hype, for sure, yeah. She comes back, she does her thing, she throws a nail at the finger, attacks Sukuna's soul. Sukuna gets all these spikes coming out of him. He's like, oh my fucking god! And then he gets pissed off, and then Yuji just starts beating the shit out of him, and he's like, oh my fucking god! And then that's basically where it ends.
Well, they also say something. Didn't they say that, like, he's done, like, next chapter? Like, they kind of imply. They kind of say, like, the bell, it rings on this fight or something like that.
Well, last week was saying that this week would be the climax of the battle.
Weird. Okay.
So yeah.
So it's next week is gonna be the climax, and then the next week is gonna be.
Well, there's only 4 more chapters, so presumably
4 more
this guy is
chapters.
gonna be murked.
I cannot believe Nobara she was very it's a very mixed character. I think a lot of people love her, a lot of people are like, who cares? But she's fucking hilarious. I've always loved her. So getting her back, especially to just be a badass and just be a. She also copies what Yuji does when he came back to life in season 1. That was really wholesome.
Yeah, she makes fun of him.
That was a lot of fun, and his face too when he sees her is just so like.
Well, he's not seeing her; he just knows what's happening.
They're not in the same. Oh, right. She's with the other. Right. Okay. Right.
She's with the finger. He's with Sukuna.
Right. Okay. She's just there, and he's like, "Yeah, that's cool. That's awesome." Okay.
Yeah, super cool. No break next week, so we'll see how it goes.
That series ending.
It's ending on the 30th of September.
Assuming there's no breaks.
No,
right?
there is a break, because if there wasn't, then it would be ending on the 18th. So instead it's ending on the 30th.
Okay. Interesting.
Maybe not the 30th, like somewhere in that last week though.
I was gonna cry when he reads the final chapter. He's gonna say, "This was the jujitsu that we lost along the way.
This was our Kaisen.
This was our Jujutsu Kaisen."
Like, is it final, or is it end of an arc?
No,
it's the end
of the series. Yeah,
270 something chapters.
It'll be 271. Yeah.
Oh wow. Shit!
Yeah, it's been going since what, 2018?
2019, I think.
Well, 2019 was when the anime started. I'm pretty sure, right?
2020.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, it's nuts.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
It's a wild ride.
At least you know when they end it, you know?
Mm-hmm. Maybe. Well, it's kind of ending in a weird... They kind of dragged on this final fight for like way too long, and then they're wrapping it up really quickly.
Yeah. I mean, this whole final battle will be basically like 10 episodes.
A season?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it'll be crazy.
But, okay. Moving on to...
Yeah, I don't know about this. You're going to have to tell me what this is, because I have no idea.
So, Daniel RPK, reliable Hollywood scooper, has reported that the Sonic Movie 3 trailer will be releasing this Tuesday.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Also has reported that the tagline for the marketing is going to be "This ends here."
Jesus. That's what Sonic says after he sees Tom's fucking crushed in skull.
That's what Shadow says when he points the gun at Tom's skull. It's, "This ends here."
And then Sonic has like a fucking revenge moment where he also says it halfway. This is gonna be the Last of Us 2 of Sonic games.
Shadow kills Sonic's dog, and Sonic goes on a John Wick revenge mission.
That would be fucked up. He pushes his friends aside.
Keanu Reeves is playing Shadow.
Exactly. I could genuinely not really see them doing that, but I could almost see them taking some... There will be multiple John Wick references in this movie, probably, I assure you that. Sure. He will literally say, "What are you, John Wick?" Shadow will be like, "Fuck you, bitch." Well, you won't say it. That's really exciting. We've been waiting so long for a trailer. It just doesn't feel like they want to give us one. Like, it just... Yeah. And I've seen there's this one Sonic account that pops up on my feed every now and then that is literally just like, "It's trailer's coming this month. It's coming next month. It's coming the month after that. We don't know when it's coming." Thank God it's finally coming.
Yeah, so hopefully that proves to be true, and it does release. Daniel RPK as a reliable scooper.
It's good.
But, there's always the possibility that it turns out to be incorrect information. But I'm very excited.
Hell yeah.
As of the 20th, they've had only 4 months until the movie comes out. So
yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah, there's
4 months ain't bad.
So far.
4 months not terrible. It doesn't need like a year-long one.
The Disney movie coming out on the same day, the shitty Lion King prequel, has had 2 trailers as of several months now.
Oh, well, that movie's gonna make a shit ton, unfortunately.
So we'll see.
The first one made over $1 billion, so let's not, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't think this will do anywhere near as good, but we'll see.
Probably not.
We should find
Anywho.
Anywho, moving on. We also got a look at Spin Master's early renders for Ellie and Joel from Entertainment Earth.
Yes.
It's going to be Ellie and Joel from Last of Us 1, which is very exciting. Obviously, Braden and I have figures of those two characters, but with soft goods, so this will be a more playable, more fun version, to mess around with.
Oh yeah, they are literally the exact same outfits too. That's crazy.
Yeah, how did you not freaking figure that out in your tiny little pea brain?
Well, I have. Sorry, I just saw it this morning. I mean, obviously they aren't like figures. Like they don't look like figures. They just look like PNGs of the characters. They don't have joints or anything, as far as I can tell. Jesus, is that loud for you guys?
What?
No.
No, it's not. Okay, the dog is going crazy on the bottle right now, so it was really loud for me. But anywho, yeah, no, I mean, cool, right? This is gonna be an affordable way to get both the characters. If you didn't want to spend, what was it, close to $150 for the 2-pack, the one that we got?
Yeah.
It was a lot.
Like 125 or something like that.
Hope it's good. Hope it comes with lots of accessories. Hope they come with alternate like faces and shit. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah. Probably not, because they're not. They're like, oh, it's only $50. So we'll have to find out.
We shall.
Anywho,
but moving on to the final topic of tonight.
Oh yeah, that's it. Wow.
Yeah, it's a light week. There was a trailer for a brand new Amazon Prime series of 15 episodes from the people behind Love, Death, and Robots. That's going to be a video game anthology series, CGI animated, which just in and of itself is a hype pitch. But then the trailer is fucking crazy. It focuses in large part on like Warhammer 40k, Sifu. There's another one that I'm not entirely sure. I know Armored Core is in there. You see some mech robots and stuff. Kratos is in like a modern day ass city, which is very strange. I don't quite understand.
What's he doing there? What's he got going on?
What's he doing in the modern day?
He's looking for his boy. He's looking for his son in Manhattan, New York.
Yeah, I have a feeling that's gonna be like, it's gonna be like a what if PlayStation's characters just came to life one day or something like that.
You know what? That's fun. I'll tell you this for free, real quickly.
For free?
I'll tell you this for free.
Are you charging us for everything else?
Tell it for free. Well, first of all, I want to say that sent me the pack or the Mega Man photos completely unprompted, and I saw them like on my phone, and it was like the sun was beaming down on my phone, so I assumed they were like AI generated. So I was like, "Why the fuck are you sending me this?" And he was like, "What's it from?" And he said, "Smash 6." I'm like, "No, what the fuck is it from?" And we had like a whole 10-minute argument, and then he was just like, "I'll send you the trailer." And I was like, "Oh, it's real? Like I thought you were trying to gaslight me." He's like, "No, it's real." So that's pretty crazy. Here's the thing about Love, Death, and Robots. There's some really fun ideas and episodes. Other things I just do not give a shit about. I have watched multiple episodes from that show. Some of them are good. Some of them are just stinky. Absolutely stinky.
Shut your mouth.
That's a given with any kind of anthology series.
Yeah, that's true. That's absolutely true.
We're not all meant to be winners.
Yeah. It's a very interesting show, though. So, and they also, I know that that's the whole pitch of the show, that it's trying to be like edgy and blood and sex and all that shit. But sometimes you don't need blood and sex and boobies and that door went ajar for but a moment. But this probably isn't going to have any of that. It's probably going to be a lot more tame. I can't imagine Kratos looking at some tits. Well, he's done that before. That was a bad comparison. Mega Man.
We must dine upon these titties.
No, he's like, Atreus, cover your eyes. Don't look at the boobs. He's like, what, Dad? Yeah, it's so getting a
super interesting.
sorry.
It's 15
Yeah.
episodes. There's a ton of logos and stuff. One of the logos they show, they don't show God of War. They don't show Ghost of Tsushima. They show PlayStation.
Yeah.
So I think all the
interesting.
PlayStation characters are going to be in one episode.
Yeah, probably.
Mega Man's getting his own dedicated episode, which is sick.
Yes.
I just like 2 weeks ago, I was thinking about like, man, it'd be really cool if Mega Man got like a new show.
You've been like living. Mega Man's been like coming back to the mainstream.
Yeah,
so you've been very happy about that.
The fucking Funko game just put out a trailer for their game focused around Mega Man. They announced new comics and stuff. So Mega Man, like the pop culture is like fiending for Mega Man.
Yes, which I think is awesome.
But yeah, there's like a Pac-Man episode. I think the weird noseless alien is from the Pac-Man episode because it looks like he's walking and he has like this floating orb next to him, and then at the very end of the trailer, there's a floating orb that opens up and it's Pac-Man.
Yes.
So I wonder if that's gonna be like some sort of weird sci-fi, like this alien planet where this Pac-Man robot is sent to go kill ghosts or something. I don't fucking know.
That's interesting. You know, that reminded me of fucking Destiny. You know how they have their robots that follow them around? That's what that reminded me. I could not fucking tell you. You'd have to ask Zach what they're called. I think they're called like fucking Guardians or some shit.
They're called ghosts.
Oh, they're just ghosts? Okay, cool.
Yeah. Guardians are the people you play as.
Right.
Fucking Guardians.
Fucking Guardian. Yeah, no.
Guardians.
Gave me Destiny vibes, which is interesting. I would crap my fucking pants if Spyro was in it. I know he's not going to be in it. I'm not getting my expectations high.
Spelunky he's not even getting an episode. Do you know what Spelunky is?
Oh, the digging game. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
The roguelike underground, digging game.
That's nuts. That's awesome.
That's
really cool. This is a really cool idea. I have to admit, when I first watched the trailer, I wasn't on board with it. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, oh, this actually could.
I don't know how you couldn't be on board.
I was so confused.
Video game anthology series.
I was so fucking confused. I was like, what the fuck is happening? This also makes me wonder. They confirmed a bunch of like movies and shows a while back. This almost makes me wonder if this is what that became.
So Amazon has been working on a Warhammer series under Henry Cavill. And a God of War series, supposedly. So I wonder if this is just like if the Warhammer episode is going to be like a proof of concept for the Henry Cavill series, and then like the PlayStation episode is like to get Kratos on Prime and start that association.
Yeah. Interesting.
For the show, or what have you. Also, there's a Dungeons and Dragon episode. This is a video game episode. Yeah, if you look at the pictures, one of the logos that flashes up is Dungeons and Dragons, not Baldur's Gate, which is it's a video game series. So I'm not sure why it's not Baldur's Gate. However,
Dungeons and Dragon game.
Tiamat is in this show. The 5-headed dragon goddess is in shot. So that's fucking weird. As far as I know, she hasn't been in a video game, but I might be mistaken.
Maybe one of them, maybe like an old D&D game or something, but I don't know very many D&D games aside from Baldur's Gate.
So yeah, it's super interesting that
it just feels like it's just, you know what it feels like, Ty? It just feels like they trying to make a show aimed towards you. Like it just feels all you need is like Sonic
Kratos,
and like
Jin, Mega Man, D&D.
You put Sonic in that shit, you would lose your mind. Like would be
absolutely.
That would be.
Could you imagine a fucking gritty Love, Death, and Robots Mario episode next season?
It would just fucking be Mario's Day Off. Is all it would be. We already made it. We just need a higher budget. That was our proof of that was our
CGI our remake Mario's Bad Day.
That was our pitch. Yeah, we need to get into David Fincher's DMs and like, hey man, we got a really cool idea for you.
Got some for season 2.
Didn't he do fucking Love, Death, and Robots?
I want to say yes, but at the same time, I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure it's David Fincher in it.
I I personally
It's
did not
some big
care.
ass director. Yeah.
I did not care for a lot of Love, Death, and Robots.
I
And
watched.
I'm not the big video game guy, so I really don't have a lot to say on this. The only thing I thought in my mind when I watched the trailer was like, man, I would love a Kirby episode.
Oh,
Or
funny. They're not. I can't. I don't think they're doing
Dead.
Nintendo. Sadly,
That is
They
an
they,
old
haven't done
Sega
anything.
game.
They haven't announced anything Nintendo so far.
which sucks.
Yeah,
I don't
hope,
see.
I
I don't
hope
see
that's
them.
not out of the question and could be a possibility. But
It would
House,
be
House of the
awesome.
For a
Dead,
later season for sure. Yeah.
I would love a House of the Dead episode. I know that no one fucking wants that aside from me, but that's old school Sega.
I want a typing of the dead episode. That's what I want.
That would be great. I would love that. That's the
There's
most,
so many games I want. If they do more episodes, I want them to go with
Mhm.
super random games. I want a fucking Clock Tower episode. I want fucking like
Oh hell yeah!
the most
Do a Sly Cooper episode or something.
Oh, Sly Cooper would be awesome. That should just be here as a cam. I wouldn't be surprised if they
I
cameo.
mean, he might
this
be in the
season.
PlayStation episode. Yeah.
Yeah, I would believe it. They're probably gonna fucking put what's his pickle in it. What's that game where they got powers? The PlayStation was pushing a couple years back.
Infamous.
Yeah, Infamous. He's probably there. Nathan Drake's gonna show up 100%.
Oh, for sure.
You already
Definitely
know
in
it.
the
He's
PlayStation
there.
episode, absolutely.
He's there. And he's gonna be like, he's fucking there. He's gonna be like, it's me, Nathan Drake.
Yeah, I would love if like season 2 gets just a dedicated Uncharted episode because you could get Nolan North back.
Oh,
you could
yeah.
tell just a good.
You could
Uncharted
literally
short
just
story.
make an. It doesn't even need to be like. It can literally just be an Uncharted story, but with like a slight weird twist to it. Like make it about aliens or some shit.
Yeah, I mean, you could just do a simple short adventure.
Yeah. It doesn't even need to be crazy, and everyone would lose their fucking mind. It'd be awesome. Like, this show has so much fun potential, and oh man, there's so many games I want. Not even just PlayStation games. There's so many little things I can think of.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome. I'm a fan. I'm a considerate fan. You know what's funny? I didn't think about it all week. Ever since I saw the trailer, I hadn't thought about it. And then today, I'm getting it. It's like clicking in my mind. I'm like, oh, this could be awesome.
Yeah. It's
So, yeah.
Sick. But yeah, I mean, I just I'm excited. It doesn't come out till December, but yeah, it looks really cool. It looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun. It'll be interesting to get a taste for some of these games that I've never played or heard of. Like my brother Aiden was a big fan of Spelunky. So I'm very interested to see what they do with a Spelunky episode or like Armored Core and stuff like that. It should be interesting. So yeah, I'm very excited. It's gonna be a cool show.
Yeah,
for sure.
Looking forward to it.
But
that's it.
I think so.
That's fucking it.
I think so.
That's
Not a
it.
2 hour long. Aiden, do you have anything you want to talk about?
Yeah,
Sorry, I've been drawing
I haven't talk at all.
He hasn't spoken all episode.
I know. Sorry, it's been nice because I've just been drawing as you guys talk. So it's
I
been
like how this is like a podcast. You're like, you got Aiden. If you're listening to this, if you're not even watching it, I just imagine like Aiden doesn't say anything the entire episode.
Yeah,
You're
Like,
like, did he
introduce
leave?
him and then he's like,
I could do like one of those like draw with me, as we do it.
Yeah.
No, I don't really have news to add as I look around my room.
Buy anything? What about MODOK? Did you talk
guy.
about that?
No, I mean I got him last week. Yeah.
It's a good story. Yeah, I got him last week.
Yeah.
You got him for fucking dirt cheap at Ollie's, dude.
I did. So I wanted this guy for about 3 years, ever since he came out as a PulseCon exclusive.
3
But I've
years ago?
never. Yeah, it's been 3 years. Yeah, it's been 3 years.
Oh my god.
I love the original MODOK is probably one of my favorite Marvel Legends figures just because of how
He's
it's
great.
designed. It's like
Yeah.
they cannot make a better MODOK figure than the first one. But they came out with this like I'm not familiar with the MODOK's World Tour or like what the whole comic was around it because it came with the other figure, the Captain. But I've always wanted this look. I want to use it like in a video sometime. But I think it's absurd, and I absolutely love it. The microphone having for the handle, fucking all of his hair, the glasses that can come off. There's just a lot of fun quirks about the guy. It's like you look at it, you're like, what the fuck is that? To anyone else that doesn't know, what they're
Yeah.
looking at. But I absolutely love him. He's great. So I went to Ollie's Bargain Outlet. It's like a really kind of trashy, like bargain discount store. So when I think if anybody else that collects knows this, uh, say for instance like an item like toy or something else that's sold poorly, they'll buy it in stock and they'll mark it down for I would say maybe 75 or 70% less than what it cost. So in the case with the Modux World Tour, I think it was like $70 when it came out on Hasbro Pulse. And this was the first ever Pulse exclusive I've ever seen in Ollie's, but it was like $30. I paid $30 for Modoc. So I've wanted for a long time. I remember they had like the yard sale thing, warehouse sale last year, and I skipped it on that because I was gonna get them then. But this is the cheapest I've seen them, and I'm glad. It just went back to one of those old sayings like, good things come to those who wait. So I got my money. I'm pretty happy.
I almost picked them up for you for like $100 something. So that would.
Well, I'm glad that it saved you $100 because
Yeah.
because like I said, I'm glad I just waited on that, and I got some Adventure Series figures, so I got to finish out the second wave of Temple of Doom. So I'm very happy about that. I'm keeping my eye out for more of them. I'm actually looking for the Rose and Tarantula that came out with the previous retro wave for Spider-Man figures because that wave was ass. Aside from the two villains I want to get, so I haven't gotten those guys at all. But yeah, I have to keep my eyes out. That's basically it. But yeah, I'm very happy. Check your local Ollie's if you want any good figure or Marvel Legends.
Wish I had Ollie's.
They have a ton of stuff. So
yeah, well, Ty doesn't live near an Ollie's, and there's no Ollie's in Canada, unfortunately. So, or maybe there is, but not where I live. So that's a bummer.
Maybe in Victoria.
No, definitely not in Victoria. Fucking Victoria, man.
I love Victoria.
You've never been there.
I love it.
He loves Victoria so much. That's his
I
favorite
do.
woman.
I do.
He watches Victorious on Nickelodeon all the time.
So
Back
fucking
in the day.
It's such
Just
the
phone fucking
dumbest
stupid.
reference
Alright.
you could possibly make.
He said Victoria. It's close enough. Whatever.
Okay then.
End it, dude.
Anyway,
all right. Thank you for joining us, Aiden. Thank you. So glad to have you on, Braden. Thank you for being here, and thank you all for watching. Have a good day. Bye bye.
Have a blessed day, my friends. Goodbye.